Hi, welcome to the 13th floor. I'm Marty Duda. Today we have members of Smoking Martha with us. Actually, all the members, although we can only fit like 3 of you on the couch. There's 2 more over there. Hi, guys. Hey.
So, one of them more photogenic. So, yeah.
Tasha, you can kind of introduce everybody for us.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm Tasha from Smoking Martha. This is Mick. This is Maddie. And over there we've got Az and Geordie.
Very good. Welcome all of you. This is your first time playing in New Zealand?
Yeah, first time.
And you just did a gig down at the Navarra Lounge in Hamilton.
Yeah, that's right.
How'd that go?
That was good. That place is cool.
Yeah?
The owner, Ivan.
Oh,
right?
Yeah, he's
such
a legend.
Cool dude.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to go down there sometime. I think they've only been doing it for like about a year or so.
Yeah, he said a couple of years,
Yeah,
but
so.
yeah, some cool stuff happening, I think.
Excellent. And did the people know who you were? Or have you kind of made it to any kind of inroads as far as New Zealand?
Yeah, we had a few people actually that came for us, which was good. Not first time here, so you're not expecting anything.
Right.
We were playing with Table Fox.
Right.
So they came to Australia and played a couple of shows with us. So then we're coming over here and they're playing a couple with them. So just that sort of swap.
How did you guys know each other, or how did you?
No, we met through. Who did we meet through? Our guys that do our publicists and stuff. Yeah, right. So he sort of introduced us, and so yeah, we just went from there.
And did you have to worry about being musically compatible with them?
Well, they're rock and roll, and we're rock and roll, so
they're a lot softer than us, but it still works. We love like putting on a show when we can have like quite a few different kinds of styles of music. Like if you're going to come out for a night of music, you want to kind of mix it up a little bit. Mm-hmm. So yeah, it's always good.
And so you guys are from Brisbane, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's the music scene like there? Is it because you guys do basic rock and roll, right? Guitars and
loud,
and lots of hair and all that stuff, which is kind of out of fashion these days, right? I mean, everything is kind of poppy and synthy and dancey and electronic. So is there much of a rock and roll scene in Brisbane?
Yeah, definitely.
Is, yeah.
It's there. You know what? I think it's more people that see us. We get more word of mouth, and we have a lot more people just constantly, loving and missing rock.
Right.
So yeah, we tend to get quite a few people once the word gets out there about our style, because people really do miss it.
Yeah.
And yeah, even if it's not on trend at the moment so much on like radio and things like that, it's still something that people love coming to see live, and it's high energy and you can't go wrong with it, really.
Yeah.
Like live.
I'm sure. And your first album just been released recently. It's called In Deep. Yeah. So you had an EP before that, and then the album kind of happened. So where'd you record that at?
And we were Matt Bartlett, Loose Stones.
The cat's gonna drink your water. We did one interview thing where she stuck her head right in the glass, and she's heading for that right now.
Oh, she's so cute. We're talking about the cat just distracted me.
Where you recorded the album?
Yeah, so we Loose Stones in the Gold Coast, and with Matt Bartlett, and he's done a lot of really great acts throughout Gold Coast and Brisbane. So he was really great to go through. Mm-hmm. Yeah, really good experience recording with him.
And so song-wise, I mean, do you guys have like musical touchstones that you all kind of look to and then kind of build from there? Or are there kind of acts that you all admire? And
oh yeah, like as an inspiration.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Do you mean locally, or do you mean like
whatever? Right?
Oh gosh,
give me some hints.
So many musicians.
I guess like one band that everyone sort of likes is Led Zeppelin.
Right.
Like we're all kind of into that.
But we actually, one of the recent things we did, which was really fun, we got asked to do like a Metallica tribute.
Right.
And that was really interesting, because it was something that like we didn't think as a band we could really pull off, and but we're all big fans, like from young, being young, and we had so much fun doing it. Like we did quite a bit with the show, and it was a really good experience.
So you did some Metallica covers?
Yeah, we did. We did like Ain't My Bitch, we did Friend of Misery, Ride the Lightning, and Don't Tread on Me. It's a good fun one. But yeah, so in terms of inspirations, huge list of them.
Right.
But in terms of vocals, like a whole different side of things. Like compared to music to vocals, very different. So vocally, very much, a lot of the amazing women in rock like Stevie Nicks, Chrissy Amphlett.
Right.
Definitely Janis Joplin, like just, you know, a lot of Melanie Safka.
Oh,
just
Melanie.
A lot of, yeah.
Okay.
Even if it's folk, it's not so much always the music. Sometimes it's just the actual vocalist.
Right.
Or like just the lyrics and so.
Yeah, we just had Stevie Nicks in town here a couple of days ago. So
and she just gets better and better.
And the Pretenders were opening. Chrissy Hynde.
Such a good lineup.
Yeah. The Pretenders were especially awesome.
Yeah. Oh, she's fantastic, Chrissy Hynde. Like. Yeah.
And it's interesting you mentioned Christine Amphlett from Divinals, right? She seems, a lot of people outside of this part of the world probably don't know her very well, but she seems to be pretty influential and gets mentioned a lot. So
I think in Australia very much, like they're, you know, obviously a very big highlight in Australia for rock music over the time, and it's sad because I think one of the most underrated probably bands from Australia that kind of I think they did quite well overseas.
For a bit.
Yeah,
I saw them in upstate New York in like the early '80s in a little club and stuff, and it was like,
great.
holy mackerel, where is that coming from? Because it was full on, you know.
That would have been a good show.
Yeah, and so the songwriting, how does that all work with the band?
Yeah, so we all basically with the songwriting, it just comes from a riff or like just a main kind of, I don't know, it's mainly a riff it starts from, and then it kind of just builds from there. So we just build it up. Everybody has their influence and it just builds, and yeah, that's pretty much it. We're starting to write a whole bunch of new stuff at the moment. So on the next one, so and it's different. We're trying different things at the moment with writing, just to see if we can kind of change it around a bit and see if that works as well.
And what would changing around things consist of? Like, do you usually handle the lyrics? And
we pretty much all do our parts, except there is times, obviously, when like Maddie plays bass, but he comes in sometimes writes on guitar. Yeah. So we will mix it around a bit like that as well. But yeah, we pretty much all have our parts, but and we build from it. Yeah. I don't know how.
You know, get up and switch instruments around.
Yeah, but yeah, I always write my lyrics and melodies. Yeah,
and visually, I notice your videos seem to. Do you take quite a bit of input in what goes out on those as well?
Yeah, definitely, or 100% our input. Yeah, so everything we do, we've done ourselves, and it's all our own direction. So artistically, we all have our own ideas, and we always just make it happen. And film clips are one of the funnest things to do because you can make something come to life, and it's a lot of work. But if you get everyone together and it works, it's just like it works out. So it's great.
So what's the most recent one you've done?
Oh, well, that's actually completely different because that was a live film. So that was actually from our album launch. Right. And that's called Stranger Things, that single. So that was different. We actually had a different production team do that video for us because it's Jutchi Productions. Right. And they did the live side of it. So the other two we had from a great director called Tyson Lloyd. Right. So very different though visually as compared to like live compared to a full like basically scripted or, you know, like obviously an actual set and everything, so.
Yeah, because there was one, was it What's Her Name?
What's Her Name? The girls fighting, yeah. The funny thing is the boys actually made that whole set from scratch. So the whole thing, the staircase, everything, the whole inside of it, like the house, which was, but yeah, so it was all done, everything's always done from scratch.
And do you find that fans kind of really glom onto that? Is that an important part of
I think so. Like, I think that having a good video makes it, I guess it's a little bit more interesting to listen to the song, but also just for us it's a good challenge as well, and we have a lot of fun making them. So I think it makes other people definitely want to watch it more. Right. But the live one was really good to do this time because it was showing how we are live and the energy, and so it was really fun just to show the raw side of it and to show like the behind the scenes a little bit. So that was cool. I think nice for a change up rather than it always being so like, you know, this is like a play or a movie or whatever. Right. Yeah.
And I imagine most people think that you are Martha.
Yeah, definitely. I get called that all the time.
I saw some
I don't
comments
really mind.
in YouTube, and they're like, "Oh yeah, that Martha, yeah."
Hey, Martha.
I don't think that's her name. I'm pretty sure.
It's not. It's close though, Tasha. I'm like, you can call me Martha.
It's kind of like Blondie and Deborah Harry,
yeah.
right?
Totally. But yeah, no, Martha. Martha, the name is from Martha Davies from the Motels.
Right.
That was where that name came from.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so that was from. She used to be a chain smoker on stage, so that's where we got Smoking Martha from.
Okay. In fact, I saw her back in the 80s too.
Oh, amazing. She would have been awesome.
And they were
to
here. She's still touring.
Is she?
And she
In New
was
Zealand?
here in New Zealand about maybe 2 years ago, 3 years ago. She sounded great too. Yeah.
That would have been great.
And she had like her original keyboard horn player with her who hadn't been with the band for like 20 or 30 years or something. So.
That would have been awesome. I'm spewing, I missed that. But like honestly, the whole thing behind it was just because we started doing, I was singing some karaoke before we started the band, and I was like, I'll just do it for a bit of practice kind of thing. And I got told to sing Total Control by Martha Davies, and I won a karaoke comp.
Right.
So it was kind of like, we just stuck to the name. It was like Martha, Smoking Martha. So anyway, it's one of those things. Band names are hard to... they're hard but when you get one, you just stick with it.
But I noticed in your press, every time somebody writes about you now, they have to kind of take off on the smoking thing. And you guys are blazing.
I know. There's not like scorching shirts and like we're like, okay, yeah, original, but it's kind of.
And so, do you have plans to get outside of Australia and New Zealand? Is there like?
Yeah, we're sort of. Like looking at little bits at the moment, trying to have a crack at Europe.
Right.
Yeah, big rock scene in Europe. So trying to get over there and get into some of that. Yeah. Apparently Germany and Poland are really...
Prague, I think, is a good city.
Well, we wouldn't mind. We just go there and have a bit of a holiday, play some music.
That sounds all right.
That sounds all right.
So you get to see a little bit of New Zealand as you're traveling around?
We've been seeing... Today we saw some beautiful parts. We went to, through the beach, the Black Sand Beach.
Yeah, damn it. Was it
Bethel's Beach?
Yeah, that's gorgeous. Yep. Beautiful beaches and just so much beautiful scenery around New Zealand.
Maddie saved a starfish today, actually.
Nice one.
Good work.
You do what you can, right?
Went to Hobbiton too, that was cool.
We didn't quite go into Hobbiton.
We got there and it was $80.
It's too expensive. We were like, we're not going to pay $80 to go to a movie set. So I know that sounds really cheap of us, but we are musicians.
We were saying that, she wasn't saying that. She was bummed.
And then I was like, I can't afford to pay for all of you, so it's just going to have to not happen.
Fair enough. Oh, well. It sounds like you guys are having a good time on the road, though?
Yeah, always. We always have good fun together. It's pretty good. Except for them, they always complain about something on the itinerary that I put on there.
Yeah, because they're not always the we
fun.
get to go to gardens.
Oh, nice.
I make them go to the botanical gardens.
Botanical gardens, yeah. That's very rock and roll.
Come on, I'm such a tourist. Gotta do it.
Right, so you're playing at the Thirsty Dog tonight.
Yeah.
So good luck with that one.
Thank you.
And then hopefully you'll be coming back here. You're writing a bunch of new songs, so you'll have some new stuff, and we'll get a chance to see you in full blast. Maybe you can come up here and play.
Yeah, that would be awesome. We'd love that.
All right. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Thank you.